Hey everyone, thanks for listening to the Grow Your Life podcast. My name is Jeremiah Krakowski. If we haven't met yet, I help coaches, trainers, and mentors scale their businesses to 7 and 8 figures. And I want to help you break past what's stopping you from getting the kind of sales, leads, customers, and clients that you want in your business. If you don't have leads coming in every single day, every single week, you don't have a business. And that's what I help people with, is how to grow their business, how to get more clients, and how to have more impact, how to make 6 and 7 figures, real money in their business. And what we're going to talk about is virtual events. Virtual events right now is the number one way to grow your coaching business, is the number one way to grow your course business, because they give you an opportunity to connect with prospects, to demonstrate what you do, and to grow your email list all at the same time. They work better than a freebie. They work better than a free ebook. They work better than a mini masterclass, because you're connecting live with people. You're bringing people into a virtual space with you live to where you can connect with them, people that are brand new people that you've never talked to, or maybe people that you have worked with before, to demonstrate your value, to show them what it's like to work with you and why they should hire you. And what this does is this allows you to connect with potential prospects. What do you do during one of these virtual events? Well, you deliver value. You actually give people value, and it's not about like holding back a lot. You actually want to give away your very best content for free in a virtual event. You want to give away your very best transformational piece of information that's going to help people. Now, how do you know what that actually is? Well, you got to actually be coaching people, and you got to actually actively be working with people. If you're not working with people, if you're not coaching anybody, you need to start doing that. Virtual events is a great way to test this out, because you're able to pull people into a space, bring them into like a Facebook group for a couple of days or for a couple of hours on one day, and you can communicate and connect and talk with them, and you help bring a result to their life. And so you start with, what is the problem that you solve in your event? What is the problem that the prospect has? What is the solution that they're going to get out of it? And then at the end of your event, you make a call to action and you tell people to sign up for something. And by doing this, you're able to nurture trust, show people what it's like to work with you, be able to demonstrate your value, and connect with them on a level that they will buy from you. This is how our clients are making 7 figures right now. This is how we're making multiple 6 figures in our business right now. This is how we're helping a number of my coaching clients go from 0 to 6 figures in less than 1 month, is with virtual events. All other types of lead generation, ways of growing a coaching and a course business, are a lot slower than this. So that's why we're recommending everybody do virtual events. That's why we're recommending everybody start to do virtual events. And so if you've never done an event before, it's as simple as this. Find a day on your calendar to do a 1-day event. Pick a day. And a lot of people, unfortunately, usually pick a day that's way too soon, and then they give too much pressure on themselves. Here's what I would recommend. Pick a day that's like 3 weeks out. That way you give yourself the next week to come up with what your topic of your event is. You give yourself the week after to build out your landing page and your autoresponders, and then you promote it for a week, okay? You want to promote your virtual event for at least a week to people. If you don't, people don't have enough time to plan to actually show up live with you. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring value to those people. You're going to connect with them. And that's where the practice of you doing that, you're going to get better at connecting with people on camera, selling to them on camera. A lot of people are not very good at connecting on camera. They're not good communicators. They want to focus so much on how can I have impact on people? How can I connect? How can I coach people? And yet they've never even done it before. And so a virtual event is a great way to grow in your skill set of coaching, to connect with people, and to grow your email list. So when people sign up for your event, they're going to start by giving you their name and email address. Now those people are on your email list. And here's the truth. Only about 3 to 5% of anybody who comes on your email list is going to actually buy anything from you. That's normal. Those numbers are normal. Meaning 1 in every 20 person who signs up might spend any money with you. 1 in every 30 people might spend any money with you. That's normal. Those are normal numbers. I see way too often beginners get really bent out of shape because, I only got 5 people that signed up. Well, if you spent $500 and you made 5,000, like my client Angie, that's a profit. That's good. That's a great result. And so celebrate the wins that you have. Listen, in my book, if you're running a virtual event and you break even on your virtual event cost, you've done a win because you have increased your email list, you have connected with people, and it will compound over time by you doing that. And the more you do this, the more that you have offers that you put out there that you sell to people. And what we're recommending is that you sell your courses and coaching for at least $997. Way too many coaches and course creators are selling stuff for way too cheap, and they can't make enough money off of their virtual events. And so you want to sell for $997, something that you're going to offer people. And so you got to identify, this is where what I help people do in my Client Growth Accelerator is we dial in and work with you on what's your copy. Is your ads dialed in? Is your funnels working? Is it connecting with people? Is it connecting the dots? Is it connecting emotionally with what the prospect needs? Because here's the thing, you can put a virtual event out there and if it's not going to connect with anybody, you're going to spend a whole lot of money on advertising, and you're going to lose a lot of money because nobody's actually going to sign up for it that's going to be a target prospect. If you go too broad, nobody's going to purchase from you either because they don't really want what you're throwing down. They don't really have a desire for the thing that you're trying to sell them. And so you got to be testing different forms of messaging. We use tools like answerthepublic.com. Amazon book descriptions and book reviews, huge. Facebook groups, Google, answerthepublic.com and Google together, YouTube videos, and a tool called Jasper.ai. Jasper.ai is an artificial intelligence copywriting app that helps you come up with the words that your prospects need. It allows you to connect with what the prospect's desires are, and it allows you to actually understand and get into the psychographics of what your prospect really cares about. It allows you to get into the psychological framework of what your prospect really wants from you. You're able to ask Jasper, okay, what is the biggest fears of somebody that's wanting to do this? What's their deepest desire? And then it'll create sales copy and messaging for you that's written in a way that persuades people to take action with you. When you learn to build out offers that connect with people, that get them to take action, that persuade them to take action, that repel the wrong prospects and attract the right ones. When you learn to do this, it's very simple to do. I walk you through how to do this in my Client Growth Accelerator, in my Copywriting Mastery course, in the Virtual Event Playbook course. When you learn how to do this, it becomes effortless for you to attract the right leads and close sales and to get people to buy from you. And again, the truth is you're going to only have a limited percentage of people actually ever purchase anything from you. That's normal. That's part of the process. And so don't beat yourself up because you're not making thousands of sales right away. It takes time to build up to that point as you dial in your messaging. And you're going to be constantly dialing in that messaging, getting it more strategic, getting your cost per lead down, getting your sales conversions up. The more you communicate, the more you connect with your target prospect, the more you actually do more virtual events, the better you're going to get with actually connecting with people. And so that's why we highly recommend launching a virtual event, doing a virtual event. I'm using virtual events right now in all of our stuff. If you look at my website, jeremiahkrakowski.com, I'm promoting some kind of a virtual event on there, whether it be a 1-day event or a 5-day event. We got an upcoming 5-day event here going on. We've been doing a couple of 1-day events that then lead people to that 5-day event. The goal with this is to connect with people, get them on my email list, and then when I open the doors to my coaching program again, these people are already qualified, they're already wanting what we're throwing down, and they're ready to take action. If you're a coach, if you're a trainer, and you're a mentor, and you're not running virtual events right now, you're completely missing the process of what is actually going to bring in prospects for you. What you need to create offers that entice people to give you their name and email address. You need to create offers that get people to sign up with you so that then you can make a sales presentation to them. And you need to be making sales presentations on a regular basis. If any piece of content that you put out there did not lead to new sales or new leads, it wasn't a good piece of content. Likes, follows, shares, comments, you name it, those are worthless. They don't mean anything. Engagement doesn't mean anything anymore. It did back in 2014. It doesn't anymore. What matters the most is, are you capturing people's information, getting them on your email list, and then selling to those people what you're offering on a weekly basis? On a weekly basis, on a regular, consistent basis, week after week after week after week. Because here's the thing, your competition is, successful coaches are, if you're not showing up week after week after week doing this, you're not going to look like a serious business owner to your prospects, okay? And so this isn't about putting out a whole bunch of social media content. This is about having an offer where people can sign up with their name and email address for a certain date and time to show up in front of you on camera, on Zoom, to listen to you, to present, and to give them practical skill sets that they can apply to get a result and get a transformation right away from that training. And then you have an opportunity to make an ask to get them to buy from you. And this is the number one activity that coaches, trainers, mentors, and course creators need to focus on right now, is consistently doing this over and over and over again. Not just once in a blue moon, not just once a month, even multiple times if you can. As you start doing this, it's going to get on autopilot for you. It's going to become very easy for you to just copy and paste, duplicate your last virtual event, change a few of the words, maybe change the graphic out, and then relaunch it again to a new group of people. And that's what we're doing, is we're just basically recycling the same events over and over again, tweaking them just slightly based off of the feedback that we get from people. And here's the biggest kicker. You want to have a feedback loop. You want to have some way where people give you feedback about what they want to learn, what their struggles are, what their problems, what their frustrations are, so then you can build future offers and future virtual events off of what your actual target customer wants. When you give your target customer what they want, not what you want them to want. Hear me out here. What you want to give people, what you want them to want, is not what you should be offering as your offer. Just because it's going to help somebody. Get that out of your brain. You want to give people what they want. What is the outcome that they want? Even if it's not what you normally would do. Even if it's not what you think is even healthy for them. Even if it's not what you think is even helpful for them. What do they want? Give that to your prospect, and you'll close a ton of sales. And what then you deliver is, so in your offer copy, and your messaging, it's based around what they want, and then you deliver what's going to bring the transformation to people, which is what they both want and what they need. And so you're going to deliver to people what they need. You're still going to have a high level of integrity in what you deliver. You're not going to just give people what they want, even though it's not going to help them. You're going to give them what they want, but also what they need that's going to take them to the next level. You're going to reframe their beliefs. You're going to help them learn things that they don't know yet about what you offer. You're going to reframe and shape their belief systems, but nobody cares about anything you know. I mean this politely, how smart you are and all the stuff you know and all the stuff that you know how to help people do doesn't matter if you don't give people what they want. It doesn't, because you're never going to have an opportunity to give them what they need until you give people what they want. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And if you're coming from a selfish place of just trying to force feed people down their throats what you think is going to give them help, what's going to help them, you're missing connecting with real human beings. That's not how human beings connect, okay? And so when you actually learn to connect with what does your prospect want, even if it's harmful for them, even if it's not going to help them in the long run, giving them what they want is going to attract the right prospect, so then you can lead them to what they need as part of your ecosystem. And in your virtual events, that's the best angle, the best framework to use for creating your virtual events. All right, everybody? You got to be doing virtual events. You got to be getting out there. You got to set a time where you can get in front of people and communicate and connect with them, and your business will grow. Listen, if this has helped you, share it with somebody. If you're not in the Client Growth Accelerator, join the waiting list. I can't wait to see you in there. Join one of the virtual events that we're doing. See how I do virtual events. Learn the process from me of what's working right now to generate 6 and 7 figures in a coaching course business. We'll talk soon, everybody. Have a good one.